So today I need to replace the UV bulb in the water treatment system. If you watched the previous video on the installation of that system, you might remember that I had a little trouble getting the hole that I put in above the canister to line up quite right. That's where the cord goes through, and also where I was hoping I was going to be able to do bulb maintenance easily without taking anything apart. So unfortunately, it didn't line up quite right. So this is a pure, and it's a PUV 15S. And the bulb that it requires, GUVL-330S. So unfortunately, I did have to sort of disassemble a little bit and move the canister out at the bottom to angle it so I could do this, as you can see here. Okay, so with the canister now at a bit of an angle, I was able to get that bulb to slide up out through that hole without too much of a problem. Okay, that worked. So did have to angle it quite a bit. So now that bottom part, I've pushed the whole thing up and moved it so it would clear that pipe there that's horizontal across the board here. Couldn't shift that pipe much because it has a T and goes down through that hole, so it doesn't give it much leeway there. So I did get it at enough of an angle to line up with the hole and get the bulb out. So now I just have to reverse the process. So I'm going to put the new bulb in, get it powered back up, and figure out how to reset the timer on the ballast. Okay, so there's the new and the old bulb. The old one's got the gray-ish ends on it, and the new one has the white ends. They look to be pretty much the same otherwise, so hopefully it will work just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. Okay, so I didn't do it on video because it was fiddly, but I got the bulb. What I did is I slid the bulb up through the hole to clear the top of the chamber, and then let it drop down into the sleeve, which I did not change this time, but I will change next time. And then before it got all the way in, I held it up and plugged in the cable, and then fitted the little plastic cover over everything at the top. I have not yet powered it up, so we're going to do that now, and hopefully we'll see it come on and it will be fine, and then we won't have a problem with it or any kind of failure here. So let's see what happens. All right, now light showing green, so that seems to be good. I'm still showing 12 days left on the counter. I'm going to figure out how to reset that. It looks like maybe this button here, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read anything that it says on that. So the only question now is whether or not I'm going to leave this at an angle and space out this bracket from the wall here and put it at an angle to hold it at this same angle so that it can just stay that way and be changed more easily without having to pry up and over this pipe here. So for now, I'm just going to get my glasses so I can reset the timer on the counter. In theory, this bulb will last twice as long as the old one. The hours that it listed on it seem to indicate that it'll go 2 years. I don't know if I'm going to trust that or if I'm just going to continue to replace it on the 1 year timer. But as of right now, I have at least 1 year on the new bulb, and I can't really tell. It looks like that is glowing in there. Can't really. Won't be able to tell until tonight, really, but hopefully that's another year and I won't have to deal with it. All right, so I have put my glasses on and was able to reset the timer. So now I have 365 days left on the counter. And I did go ahead and put the chamber back. You can see now it is behind the plumbing for the chamber is now behind this horizontal pipe here. It wasn't too bad to just lift it up over that, and it doesn't seem to put too much stress. This PEX is pretty tough, so I figured it was easier to do that once a year than to figure out how to get this bracket unscrewed from behind the chamber without undoing all the plumbing. So that's the way I did it. So it seems to be fine, and nothing sprung a leak. So we should be okay for another year.